Hey yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's 10-5 Plays. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to have a little discussion on why I think the movie Birds of Prey is a failure. Now, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? I did really like Birds of Prey. I give that shit a 7 out of 10. A strong 7. You know what I mean? So none of this is coming from a place of hate. And I get wanting to be positive about comic movies and DC movies and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Real talk, nigga, they fucked up. So that being said, let's get into some of the good things, you know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of the same positives that other people have. I really loved Harley Quinn in the movie. I thought she was great. You know what I mean? She did a great job, great actress. I'm not gonna try and pronounce her name, you know what I'm talking about. And they also had really great villains. You know, before the movie came out, you know, I wasn't so sure about him. I thought Black Mask would be great, but they didn't really show him in the fucking mask in any of the trailers and shit until like closer to release. So, you know, niggas was worried. Same thing with Victor Zsasz. He just, not that he looked weird. I mean, I guess I wasn't worried. I just thought he'd fit a certain vibe of the film. You know what I mean? But I wasn't too worried. You know, you got a lot of these casual ass niggas who fucking look at this nigga like, yo, bruh, this nigga don't look like Victor Zsasz. This nigga got blonde hair. He ain't bald and shit. Well, guess what, you bitch ass nigga? Read a fucking comic, bruh. Go read fucking Nightfall, nigga. That's where this nigga came from. Niggas watch Gotham and think they fucking know everything about DC. Niggas watch some Batman Begins and niggas are experts. Fuck out of here, bruh. Expert these nuts, nigga. You know what the fuck you talking about. Victor Zsasz was phenomenal in this movie. Creepy ass nigga, bruh. That nigga was creepy. And fucking Black Mask was a sick motherfucker. Like, that nigga was disgusting. Like, I can see why he's a fucking bad guy. You know what I mean? I thought it was great. I thought the acting was phenomenal for them. I thought their dialogue was great. Just A1 out of both of them. Same with Harley Quinn. She always brings her A game. I think she's one of the shining stars of the DC EU, whatever the fuck's left of it. You know, her including Gal Gadot, however the fuck you pronounce her name too. I think they're like really the leading characters in whatever's left of this franchise. That being said, you'll have some niggas, Samuel, who'll say, oh well, they made their budget back. They made double their budget. Which is great, you know what I mean? But that doesn't constitute as a success. Maybe not a flop. But you don't have to flop to be a fuck up, bruh. You know what I mean? There are plenty of fuck niggas in the world that are fuck ups who aren't over there living on the street under bridges, begging for food, eating crumbs and shit. You know what I mean? But you gotta think about it. Think about it in street terms. You know what I'm saying? You turn a fucking 1 to a 2. You double your shit. Okay. Nigga, that's what you should do. At the minimum, that's what you should do. The bare minimum is to make back what you did and double it. Alright, but if you turn that 1 into a 4 or a 5 or even a 3, you know what I mean? Like you actually doing something, you accomplishing some shit, and it's good. I feel like even if the budget on this movie was low, a low budget doesn't mean a low quality movie. You should still have a movie that people are gonna go out in droves to see. Niggas don't make movies for fucking 100 people to come out and check out. You know what I mean? That's just not how it happens. Niggas put out movies like this because they think it's gonna be fucking poppin'. Especially when you call it Birds of Prey. The whole movie is a fucking investment. You know what I mean? You're investing in the Birds of Prey. You feel like making this movie is going to open doors for the Birds of Prey. And then you go and you make the movie about fucking Harley Quinn? Come on, bruh. How the fuck you think that shit's gonna happen? How's that shit supposed to work? Nigga, a movie about Harley Quinn called Birds of Prey is not going to make me invest in the Birds of Prey. And I fucking like the Birds of Prey, like the comic and shit. I fucking love them. But low key, after watching this movie, bruh, I have no fucking desire to see the Birds of Prey that showed up in this movie ever the fuck again. And that's not, I'm not saying that they did a bad job, it's just, nigga, they was hardly there. Fuck out of here, bro. It was a Harley Quinn movie. Them niggas showed up, they had the fucking scarce dialogue. They didn't really fucking do much of anything. You know what I mean? So, you know, before it came out, they touted how the fight scenes were gonna be fucking incredible. And you know what? The Huntress fight scene, when it happened, was great. And I was like, damn, bro, I can't wait to see her fucking shit off in this movie, nigga. And then you just kind of didn't. And that fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. This whole movie was supposed to invest me into, oh, well, shit, I really want to see more of this. But I don't. You know, it could've. Or at least character-wise, because it did introduce a lot. It introduced the Birds of Prey, which was a fucking fail. But it also introduced this universe's Victor Zsasz and Black Mask. You know what I mean? And I felt like I wanted to see a whole lot more of them characters. And them niggas fucking killed them. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck you gonna kill Black Mask, nigga? We want to see more of that Black Mask, and you niggas killed him? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jake. He made a good point. Maybe the actor just didn't want to be in that many films. He wanted to do this shit, do his piece, and then dip. Which is fine, but get a different actor, my nigga. I get it, but there's more fucking fish in the sea. And that's part of the problem that happened with the fucking DCEU. Is the actors they chose. I feel like, bruh, if they kept Victor Zsasz and they kept Black Mask, nigga, they could have really made some shit. They could have really took those characters somewhere. They were so well done in this movie. Niggas might think I'm capping. Niggas might think, oh, he over-exaggerating. Nigga, suck my dick, bro. I'm not over-exaggerating shit. Speak the truth, nigga. They were fucking dope. Dope as fuck. I love when they were on screen. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I would be so looking forward to seeing them in another movie, but I'm not. So the only character that I want to see in another movie now is Harley Quinn, who I wanted to see in another movie in the first fucking place. So niggas ain't doing anything new. Nothing new came out of this movie, and that's a fucking shame. You know, I do feel like the DCEU will be completely different if this nigga Ben Affleck had stayed. If Ben Affleck had fucking stayed, directed this movie, acted in it, whatever the fuck he was doing, we would have a completely different DCEU now than we currently have, which is not much, to be honest. But clearly Ben Affleck was not there for the long haul, because once shit started fucking up, that nigga jumped ship. Nigga jumped ship and fell right into a fucking bottle of whiskey, my nigga. And then he tripped, stumbled, and fell into his fucking nanny. Fucked up his life and he did. No fucking stability, nigga, and that shit hurt the movie. It hurt Birds of Prey, because fucking Ace Chemicals blows up, and where the fuck Batman at, nigga? And I feel like they did too much to try and make sure that Batman just wasn't there, and that just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? It didn't fucking make sense. Nobody was there, nigga. Not a fucking soul was there. Lame. I thought it was lame, and that's part of the reason why they need to get their shit together. At least with the Joker, they had to stand into some shit. But for Batman, it's just like it was almost like a world without Batman. They had a nod with the fucking hyenas, but nigga, that's a nod. That shit fucking bothered me, bruh. This half rebooted, half not rebooted bullshit, nigga, it needs to stop. Something has to fucking happen so that shit can make sense, and that we can have fucking whole movies, not movies that are picked apart because they can't show this or they can't show that because of a fucking actor. You know what I mean? Niggas have a whole fucking Flash movie coming out, bruh. Nigga, you have the perfect opportunity to fix everything and streamline it. You don't have to fucking make it so that, oh well, guess what, now it's a shared world again and all these niggas can show up in each other's movies. Nigga, it can be a shared universe and you can still just be doing your thing. You know what I mean? You don't gotta fucking shoehorn A into B. You know what I mean? You don't gotta do that shit. But it would help if you have a movie with certain characters in a certain world and have niggas that are supposed to inhabit that world in the fucking movie. It just makes sense, bruh. It just fucking makes sense. And the way they're going about it now is fucking cheeks. You know, it works with Wonder Woman because she's fucking ancient, so them niggas can go back however, and you know, boom boom boom, there you go, and that's fine. But going forward, we're gonna have more Aquaman, and then we're gonna have Aquaman just kind of ignore the existence of anybody else, which is fine. It takes place in Atlantis, nigga. It's not like you can see Superman hanging out at a fucking Atlantean bar and shit. Whereas Birds of Prey takes place in fucking Gotham City with no fucking Batman, nigga. You know, so it's different. It's a different vibe. I don't want to say the DCEU is dead, cause it kind of is, I guess. You know what I mean? But you know, you have a rare opportunity where you have an actual fucking character who can change timelines and shit. This nigga showed up on the fucking Flash TV show on Channel 11, bruh. So what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Just fucking do it. Fix the fucking timeline, nigga. Get the characters so that shit makes sense. And if you don't, because they don't have to do that, if you don't, stick to your fucking guns, nigga. You don't want to. Ben Affleck's gone. Alright, Ben Affleck's gone. Either replace the nigga or have the fucking Batmobile go by and have fucking some dude in a fucking suit. Do something. Don't act like he doesn't exist, because that's fucking lame. And you can still make those movies make sense in the grander scheme of things. You know, that's what I hated about the DCEU and how they handle situations. More so WB being bitch ass niggas. You know what I mean? Man of Steel came out. Alright, I thought it was great. Batman vs Superman came out. Some niggas loved it. A whole lot of niggas hated it. Alright, bruh. So, what do? They fucking make it worse. Alright? They make it worse. And just because you make shit worse and shit gets bad doesn't mean that you jump ship or you fucking go into panic mode to try and change everything, nigga. You just you keep going. You know what I mean? And you stick to your plan. You know, fucking Marvel had fucking Thor 2, which was fucking atrocious, my nigga. It was atrocious. They had Iron Man 2, they had Iron Man 3. Both of them fucking atrocious. But you know what? They didn't see that niggas thought Iron Man 3 was shit, or that they thought Thor 2 was shit, and they were like, alright nigga, cut Thor, cut Iron Man. No, nigga, they kept it going. They didn't cut them out of the world because their movies were shit. But in the DCEU, they make a shit movie, and them niggas like, oh nigga, we gotta get him the fuck out of here. Niggas didn't like Jared Leto Joker. Cut that nigga. Okay. He's the fucking Joker, bro. He's part of the fucking universe, nigga. You can't just cut him out. Come on, nigga. Like, what are you doing? You made the plan. You made him with the fucking tattoos on his head. You did all that shit and you put him in there, nigga. Stick to your fucking guns then. Just because niggas don't like it doesn't mean you give up on it. And I feel like niggas didn't like shit and they gave up on it. You have to have some type of faith in what you're doing, because when you don't, everyone else notices, you know what I mean? And the end result of all of that was the last DCEU movie thus far, which was Birds of Prey. And all those fucking problems showed for me. They all showed. And then at the end of the fucking day, it wasn't a fucking Birds of Prey movie. It was marketed like fucking cock. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas marketed it like shit. So niggas didn't even know what they was going into. The movie was so vastly different from the fucking trailers that we saw. It was nuts. There was no fucking Birds of Prey anything around. Nobody I knew gave a fuck or even knew what the fuck was going on. Niggas didn't know what the Birds of Prey were. And even in the fucking trailers, it gives you don't know what the Birds of Prey are in the fucking trailer because they ain't in the fucking movie, my nigga. I'm just fucking saying. The DCEU has been a fucking disaster, bruh. It came to a head with Justice League. Justice League was fucking garbage. You niggas can blame whoever the fuck you want, but case in point, they put out the movie under the DCEU, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I know niggas will be in the comments, it's not called DCEU. Nigga, drink bleach. I know. That's what I'm fucking calling it for this video. They put that shit out under the DCEU banner, and it did shit. And it tainted everything else. It tainted everything that came after it. Ish. Even movies like Shazam. it embraced the DCEU movies that came before it. I thought that was great. But again, you can't help but see the Superman with his head cut off and go, God damn, bro, what the fuck happened? So hopefully in a future movie we do get to see the DCU come back, because it didn't even get a send off. It literally started and then fucking died. You know what I mean? But overall, I can't say that I hate the DCEU, because I don't. I'm just disappointed in it because of what it could have been, what it was trying to build up to, and its reaction to reactions. It just didn't make sense, and it didn't work, and they shot themselves in the foot. And their last effort with a movie that directly connected to the current DCEU just tried so hard not to, only where they felt like it mattered. It didn't accomplish anything that I feel like it set out to do, and that's a fucking shame. So look, bro, I'm hoping for the best. I was really disappointed with what happened with Birds of Prey, but you know what, nigga, the shit moves on. Maybe the Suicide Squad movie will help rectify a lot of things. I don't think it will. And if it doesn't, and it's a complete reboot, be just that. Don't beat around the fucking bush. You know what I mean? Just fucking do it, bro. Don't be fucking scared. I hope in the future I can pop out a video like, yeah, nigga, the DCEU doing good. DC fans are eating with this shit right now. But, nigga, I don't know. And for real, only time will tell if it's gonna get better, if it's just gonna reboot, or we're just gonna do separate movies, I guess. Which is also great, but at the same time, it's nice having that interconnectivity like the comics. You know, you can read a Wonder Woman comic and it's Wonder Woman doing Wonder Woman shit in Wonder Woman's world, and then you have your Justice League comic where, you know, she's with her people. You know what I mean? So it's nice. I think that's the goal of bringing comics to life, and that's what I want for DC movies. And I felt like Birds of Prey was the opposite. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so thanks for listening. You know what I mean? Just wanted to drop something quick. Oh shit. It turns out this was not a quick video. Fuck. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let's keep our fingers crossed for the future of DCEU. You know what I mean? And be excited for the Batman movie, alright? Peace.